Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something we often overlook, the importance of cleaning our mind daily. We take care of our homes, our bodies, our appearance, but what about the thoughts we carry, the emotions we suppress, the mental clutter we never clear? Just like physical hygiene, mental hygiene is essential for peace, clarity, and growth. In this session, we'll explore how to let go of what no longer serves us, how to choose empowering thoughts, and how to create space within ourselves for healing, joy, and purpose. Because a clean mind is the foundation of a powerful life. Every day we wake up and prepare our bodies. We brush our teeth, take a shower, dress up. But have you ever paused to ask yourself, did I clean my mind today? We scroll through our phones and absorb negativity before we even take our first sip of coffee. We replay yesterday's arguments, we carry other people's judgments, and we let our inner critic speak louder than our inner strength. And we call it normal. But it's not. Your mind was never meant to be a dumpster for everything the world throws at you. You see, a clean mind is not a luxury, it's a necessity. You cannot thrive with cluttered thoughts weighing you down. And if we don't clean our mind daily, we begin to believe those thoughts that say we're not good enough, not smart enough, not strong enough. It becomes a loop, and that loop becomes a prison. But here's the truth, you hold the key. Cleaning your mind starts with awareness. What am I allowing into my mental space? What am I holding on to that's polluting my peace? Maybe it's an old hurt, or a voice from your past, or the need to please everyone but yourself. You don't have to carry all of it. You can choose to let go. You can choose to pause and replace that noise with stillness, gratitude, and truth. Because when your mind is clean, you start to see clearly, you start to feel lighter, you start to realize that peace was never out there, it was always within you. It just needed room to breathe. So start today, start now. Clean your mind, not because you have to, but because you deserve to feel free. We all carry things we were never meant to hold for so long. Old pains, silent regrets, broken promises, and expectations that were never ours to begin with. And somehow, over time, we convince ourselves that carrying all of this is strength. But the truth is, strength is not in holding on, it's in letting go. Letting go of what no longer serves us is not weakness, it's wisdom, it's healing. There comes a moment in life when you have to ask yourself a difficult question. Is this thought, this memory, this relationship helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? So many of us hold on because we are afraid. Afraid to feel empty, afraid to face the silence, afraid of the unknown. But here's the irony. The very things you're holding on to are the same things suffocating your soul. Imagine walking through life with a heavy backpack filled with stones. At some point, your shoulders start to ache, your steps slow down, and everything becomes harder. That's what emotional weight does. And unless we stop and unload, we start to lose ourselves under the pressure. As women, we are taught to endure, to be strong for everyone else. But who's teaching us to be kind to ourselves? Who's reminding us that we don't have to carry the past just to prove we're brave? You can be soft and still be powerful. You can forgive and still be fierce. You can let go and still win. Because letting go isn't giving up, it's clearing space for what truly matters. So breathe, take a moment, and release what is not yours to carry anymore. You don't have to hold it all. You are allowed to be light. You are allowed to be free. The most powerful conversations you will ever have are the ones you have with yourself. Every thought you think, every word you whisper inside your mind becomes a story you live by. And if your thoughts are filled with doubt, fear, and self-criticism, then even the brightest day will seem dim. That's how powerful the mind is. It can be your greatest strength or your deepest prison, depending on what you feed it. So many women live their lives through filters created by old wounds and other people's opinions. We internalize voices that don't belong to us, voices that told us we're too much, too emotional, not enough. And before we know it, those voices become our own. We start believing the lies, but what if just for today you chose a different thought? What if you stopped asking what's wrong with me and started saying I am doing my best and that is enough? Cleaning your mind means choosing your thoughts like you choose your clothes, with care, intention, and love. You wouldn't wear something every day that makes you feel ugly or ashamed, so why wear those thoughts? Thoughts like I'll never make it, or I'm not worthy. No, you deserve better. You deserve thoughts that lift you, ground you, and remind you of your strength. A clean mind creates a clear vision. It allows you to see opportunities instead of problems, beauty instead of chaos, and potential instead of limitations. The world doesn't get to decide your worth, you do. And it all begins with a simple choice to guard your mind, to clean it daily, and to speak to yourself like someone you love, because when your thoughts change, your life does too. We often think we need to have everything perfectly in place before we begin. The right mindset, the perfect routine, the motivation at its peak. But life doesn't wait for perfection, and healing doesn't either. If you're waiting for the stars to align to start cleaning your mind, you might end up stuck in the same cycle forever. You don't need to have it all together. You just need to begin, right here, right now, with whatever you have. Start small, start messy, start with a single thought. Maybe it's choosing to let go of one painful memory. Maybe it's forgiving yourself for something you've held against yourself for years. Maybe it's pausing for 5 minutes in silence and just breathing. These small acts may not seem like much, but they are seeds. And seeds don't bloom overnight, but they grow with time, with care, with intention. As women, we are often taught to be perfect, to have the answers, to be strong all the time, to never show our cracks. But what if your cracks are where the light gets in? What if starting before you're ready is the bravest thing you can do? You're not weak for needing rest. You're not broken because you're still figuring it out. You're human, and being human is messy, but beautiful. Cleaning your mind isn't a one-time event, it's a daily choice. Some days you'll get it right, some days you won't, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep showing up, not for the world, not for appearances, but for you, for your peace, for your clarity, for your freedom. Because when you start choosing yourself, even in small ways, your mind begins to trust you again, and that's where true healing begins. Your mind is your most sacred space. Protect it, nurture it, clean it every single day the way you clean your home, your body, your life. Because peace isn't something you find outside, it's something you build from within. It begins with letting go, with choosing better thoughts, and with giving yourself permission to grow without guilt. No one else can do this work for you. It's personal, it's powerful, and it's worth every moment. You don't need perfection, you need intention. You don't need to rush, you just need to begin. Clean your mind daily, because you deserve that kind of peace. If you learned something new from this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe.